Well, I hope you remember how to work all this stuff. Unless you're one of the handful of people that have previously seen our videos, or our moms. I'm Ryan.
I'm Lauren.
And this, whatever this is Millers in Motion.
We started the channel back in late 2019. The idea was that we would take you guys along for our love of travel, basically, seeking adventure in different ways. And then, of course, the pandemic hit and shifted everybody's focus and thinking. So we're going to fill you guys in on how that's been going for us and why we're back, what we plan to do. And in order to do that, we're taking you along for one of our favorite hikes around Lake Grapevine today.
So in case you wanted to come hike the trail that we're doing right now, this is Bob Jones Park in Southlake, Texas. And this trailhead specifically is the Bluestem Trailhead. So back when we stopped making videos, I had just created a kind of golf-oriented travel company that obviously did great during COVID. And then on top of that, once COVID really kind of set in and hit, I actually went back to teaching golf, which has been something I've done for years and years and years. But I went to more the managing the club side before I left to start the travel company. So we created Maverick Performance Golf. And since the very beginning of that, it's been our primary and my primary kind of job. So shameless plug time, but if you are into golf and you're looking for golf content, please go check out Maverick Performance Golf on YouTube. That channel's done way more than Miller's Motion has because we've been doing it for a while now. So, but that's kind of what I've been up to, and now at this next step that we're gonna take, doing a lot more.
So with my job being in healthcare, and particularly primary care, what I did didn't change just a whole lot, but how we did it changed an awful lot. And so that kept us very busy in a different way than a lot of other people, I guess you could say. But anyway, so my job was steady, stressful at many times, and there was a higher level of attention to detail that was definitely required. So on the personal front and the professional front, that took up a lot of brain space for me, I guess you could say. But on the other side, the horse shows essentially came to a stop for a long time. That didn't stop our training necessarily because we have acreage at home, and so I was able to keep everybody fit and in shape. And then when horse shows resumed, we were able to kind of get a show schedule back.
one of the cool things about this hike, just as a complete side note, is that you get woods, you get lake, and occasionally you probably can't see them, but they're splashing around over there. But there's deer and there's wildlife, there's all kinds of stuff, and you get Lauren jumping logs.
Wildlife.
What? Did you just refer to yourself as wildlife?
A little bit.
Anyway, that's one of the reasons why we like this hike so much. So we stopped for a second because a lot of things happened in 2020 if you watched our channel previously to now. So
So a couple of good things, a couple of not so good things. The first thing to happen was pretty early in the pandemic. We actually lost my dad. Not COVID related, but nonetheless very sudden, very unexpected. And unfortunately, it was kind of in the height of everything. So trying to process all that had obstacles that people hadn't really had to take on just yet. So not only did we have things that were new to us, we had ways of doing them that were new to everybody. And that came down to, whether or not you should have a funeral or service, or how to meet with attorneys, just everything in that regard. And even the process at the hospital was different because they were trying to decide who to let into the hospital and who not. So
plus the whole grieving process in
Absolutely.
itself, the normal things that go along with that, unfortunately. So.
And so you want to have, friends and family bring their comfort. But in a pandemic where you don't want to risk somebody getting sick over that, the last thing we wanted was that my mom were to get sick, and then, she has issues too. So that in and of itself was very difficult, took away a lot of our time and energy. But then a little ray of sunshine bounced into our yard, and we added a new family member. I don't want to say by accident. I don't think it's by accident, but she did. We had a dog that basically crossed our paths, literally, and we took her in because she was in need of a much better home than the one she had.
Yeah. So why all of a sudden have we decided, we laugh like this is a serious thing. So why all of a sudden have we decided to pick the camera back up?
I think primarily we are ready to travel again.
Mm-hmm.
We have missed adventure, we have missed seeing new places and doing new things. And so we are so excited to do that and to bring that to you and share that with you. But also I think we may have a few surprises in store.
You're going into a tree. Few surprises in store after we ran into a tree.
Few surprises in store.
Few or just one really big one?
To be determined. Who knows?
Teaser.
We have some really cool ideas, we think at least. So we have some ideas, and
They said ideas. Could be a complete catastrophe, and this turns into a don't do this. This was dumb. We're hoping it's not. So one big one, few little small surprises to come. We have a trip coming up.
yes, my first time on an airplane in years.
Years, not mine.
Years.
We look forward to seeing you next Sunday at about 5 o'clock.
See you again, guys.
Bye, Mom.